So I was taught pretty early in life what I thought was the key to life. Is education, job, money, happy. It goes in that order. And it was simple to understand, but it was terribly unfulfilling. If you're not the best student, well, your life was over. You're locked out. You take a hard, cynical look at yourself and your life. You look for shortcuts. Whatever it is, you turn to gambling, gangs, drugs, video games, because you think it's worth it. Because you say, hey, at least I'm happy. But what makes a life guided by faith so different? It's because faith gives us principles to live by. And it's not through logic. It's through the gospel, through the life and death of Jesus. And it's not just having certain values or helping other people, but living a really deep and meaningful life. It's as if your faith was a gift and you share it with all those you come in contact with. It doesn't just create happiness, it creates hope. So in 2005, I just finished my freshman year in college. And it was a tough year. I moved 3 times, and I worked long hours at a job I really didn't enjoy. And I had mediocre grades. However, that summer I stepped into a new role and into a new community. There were leaders who shared their faith with me. They were motivated, dedicated, and very accepting. They believed in me, but I doubted myself. I felt inadequate. Sometimes I wondered if the high school leaders that I was teaching, if they would be better off in another group, because with a more capable leader, because I didn't know if I was the example I wanted them to be. So after a long day, which included a field trip, I took this group of high school volunteers down to the wharf. We were getting burgers and fries. I wanted to show them that I really appreciated their work, and I really appreciated them. But ironically, I wasn't very hungry, so I just kind of stood awkwardly, just waiting. And I noticed a man sitting nearby. I smiled at him and said, "How are you doing?" He looked at me and said, "You look hungry. Would you like half?" He had a burger. I explained to him I wasn't hungry, that I was here with this group of volunteers, and I wanted to feed them. But he insisted, "Oh, I want to share with you." I guess at that moment, I looked down, I was going to just go walk away. I noticed the Cameron House logo on my shirt. Okay, let's eat together. His name was Hector. He was 25, and I was 19 at the time. And he looked a bit ragged, maybe homeless. I couldn't really tell. He was not that tall, a little taller than me. And he's a pretty big guy. And it wasn't a good day for him. He had just gotten fired from his job. It was a job that he'd gotten just 2 months prior. And prior to that, he had been in prison for 5 years. It was a grand theft auto. I could tell he was hurting when he talked to me. But I wasn't a counselor. I wasn't really trained for any of this. But I still felt compelled to listen. I could also tell my volunteers were really confused because they were just standing there, and so they were ready to go back to Cameron House. So we finished the burger. Okay, let's take a walk, Hector. I just said that. And So we walked and talked about 6 or 7 blocks. And Hector was born in the Philippines. He had come to the United States when he was 10. He had a stepfather and a stepbrother. He didn't get along with them. He told me they used to always beat him when he was younger. He went to Galileo High School. There, he and his friends joined a gang, and he hasn't seen them since. As we were walking back, I turned to him and asked him, what is one thing you want from life? I kind of expected him to say money or some kind of job. He turns to me and says, I want to see my real father. I think he's looking for me. I know he's looking for me. So I said, yeah, I'm sure he is. You'll find him. And at that point, we'd almost caught back to the restaurant, and Hector began to cry. And I had never seen a grown man cry before. There were hundreds of people on the street. It was tourist season. And I tried my best to comfort him. You know. We'd gone back to the restaurant. Our volunteers just standing and waiting. And I held on to him. I was like, Hector, I'm going to pray for you, man. I'll pray for you. I had never prayed for anybody before, not even myself. So it was like a good 2 minutes. And afterwards, I could tell he felt better. He stopped crying. We had some parting words. He mentioned that his father and brother lived somewhere on Ocean Avenue. And he hadn't forgotten where, but he was going to find me. See, I realized that day Hector showed me something. Because I come from the ghetto. Like, I moved from Chinatown to Hunters Point. And we do not talk to strangers. We don't even look at them. We definitely do not share food with them. And we don't pray for them. You know, I'm still terrified of strangers, actually. And Hector showed me that faith is different. See, it was faith that allowed me to be there for him. And not necessarily my faith, but the faith that others had placed in me within those 2 months or so that I had been working at Cameron's. See, like our scripture reading, I am Thomas. I am Thomas. I have a lot of doubt. I needed to see it to believe it. You know, it's been 3 years now, and I get to see this faith all the time, working within the younger leaders, and I think it's amazing to think of all the things that they're capable of. And I just like to take this moment to share with the younger leaders and encourage them to think about how much they've changed and the positive influences they've been, because it's really amazing. And I also want to reassure the older leaders that you guys do make a difference, more than you ever know. Perhaps one day I will reach out my hand and say, my God. But until then, I am grateful for the faith that has been instilled in me, and I'm reminded of it every day when I'm at Cameron's. Thank you. And gee whiz, Richard Chan. Gee whiz.